I'm your host, Tony Prince. Hey guys, just gonna talk to you guys a little bit here today about, you know, the biggest fight in boxing that is not happening yet. Now, the question that I have about this is this fight going to happen? I keep hearing these reports that Terrence Crawford is asking for a 50-50 split. Nothing wrong with asking for more money. You know, the man just thinks that he's worth more money. But one of the main reasons why he's probably not getting a 50-50 split is because of his pay-per-view numbers. Okay? He is not a huge draw when it comes to pay-per-view numbers. His pay-per-view number, the highest one that he had was with Sean Porter, over 100 and something thousand pay-per-view, almost 200 something thousand pay-per-views, where Spence and guys on the PBC side are doing anywhere from 3 to possibly 400, possibly 500 pay-per-views, this and that. So, once again, from a business standpoint, when people look at this, like I've said this before, if you're a business person, then you will understand a little bit better than some of the people that are not business people. But then there are some very smart people that are not business people that are really good in math. So the bottom line to this is they're only going to give you or offer you what you're worth unless you have some other great reason why they should pay you more money, especially more money on the back end, especially when you want guaranteed money. So as of right now, again, I'm starting to lean towards that this fight may not happen due to the fact of the asking amount is one thing. Again, there's nothing wrong with asking for more money. Then the piracy, Bob Arum may be correct in what he's saying, and this fight is a fight to make, and there has been a lot of problems with trying to make this fight. Again, one of my guys that I always listen to, and he always has some good information, and he knows some sources that's on the inside, as he says. And again, I'm not going to go in and try to quote word for word what he said, because I don't do that. I'll just give you my opinion, and then I'm gonna let you hear what he has to say. Also, again, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna highlight him again. Once again, this is my boy Fanon on the channel, and I'm gonna let you hear what he's saying. Okay, so just bear with me one quick moment. Here he is right here, folks. I'm getting ready to bring him up right now, and here we go. Check this out.
All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to talk about the ongoing saga called "Can We Get This Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford Fight, Please, Lord?" Let's talk about that and what Terrence Crawford's team is now saying, along with a little bit what Tim Bradley's saying in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division, talking about one of the greatest fights that can be made in boxing today, the Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford fight, and some recent developments. And we are talking about pretty much everything going on with the fight, because hey, man, that's all that's really going on in boxing. Unfortunately, right now we're at a time where we're in a big fight drought. Pretty much a fight drought, where it seems like the politics in boxing are really standing in the way of a lot of great fights. But before I get into what the latest update is on Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a longtime subscriber and a supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. If you are new to the channel, thank you for checking out the video, watching the live streams that we do. Definitely accept my invitation. Please accept my invitation to watch, to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, bell icon, so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Sorry, man, stuttered over my usual intro because getting kind of frustrated, man. I consider myself to be a very diehard boxing fan, and I am willing to and able to talk about things a million times, man. Doesn't matter. Love boxing. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. We've been talking about it for a while now. And last night, saw a video come out from Team Crawford. Guy I really do respect a lot out of his camp, named Bernie the Boxer. And Bernie the Boxer introduced the question: why can't Terrence Crawford get an even split in the fight with Errol Spence Jr., which makes all kind of alarm bells go off for me. There was also a conversation that took place yesterday with a interview that came out with Tim Bradley, where Tim Bradley gave people the insights of what he has going on into the negotiation. And then you also have Bob Arum that came out yesterday and said something. The grand totality of these conversations all point towards there being a lot of ego going on relative to this fight.
If you're a producer, you need high quality melodies like these.
And a lot of positioning over money. Now, what Bernie the Boxer says, when he says, and this is a guy that is very, very closely connected to Terrence Crawford's camp, when he says, why can't Bud get 50-50? All right. I don't have a problem personally with Bud getting 50-50. Absolutely, positively do not, right? I ain't spending any money related to, this coming. I'm paying for the fight. I'm not spending any money. I'm not getting paid any money for the fight. So for me personally, him getting 50-50, hey man, please do it. Errol, let me see the fight, right? That type of situation. However, when Errol says he is willing to bend and not break to make the fight, if he was put in a position to say, okay, if we have a pay-per-view that is, we're going to do pay-per-view, we're going to do, the gate in Vegas, right? All these different things, and say, we're going to split everything right down the middle. That would be, unfair to Errol Spence Jr. because everybody deserves to get paid what they have actually earned. And while Terrence Crawford most definitely is an excellent fighter, he is half of the reason that the fight is something that everybody's interested in, right? Because he was an undisputed champion. He was a champion at 135, undisputed champion at 140 pounds. By many people considered to be the best pound for pound fighter in the world. He's a guy that very well may be in the Hall of Fame in the first ballot whenever he's eligible for that. However, he's not the guy that's been carrying pay-per-views. He's not the guy that has been selling out big, 40,000 seats arenas. He's not the guy that has the really large actual fan base. And I think it would be unfair to Errol to say, okay, well, we're just going to split this right down the middle. If Errol's not comfortable splitting it right down the middle, because like I say, you get what you deserve, and what you deserve is what you put in the bank in the past. Now, if Errol decides to do it, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. However, to have that be a holdup still in this fight just makes me really wonder about whether or not Terrence Crawford really, really wants the fight or not. I know that they say, that the different camps have said, that they're very close, that in November, is when the fight's going to be. But just to have this type of conversation still come out is real funny to me. Now, at the same time, Tim Bradley came out and talked about what he thought was going on in the negotiations. And he's a friend of Terrence Crawford, and he's an inside guy in boxing, but I don't know exactly how much he's heard from people specifically, or whether he was just shooting from the hip. But he said, look, there's a lot of stuff going on. These guys are going to be talking about stuff all the way from the ringside to who's going to walk out first, right, to what the purse split's going to be. All of these type of things have to be worked out so that everybody feels like they've been treated really fair, and all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. And I'm cool with that. I understand that I can understand how that could be. I just don't understand how we would still be talking about, or those guys would still be talking about, the stuff on a 50-50 split, with Terrence Crawford demanding a 50-50 split. That to me just does not seem like a reasonable scenario, and it's not too much off, honestly, from where Gervonta Davis would be with the conversations that he's having with Ryan Garcia, Well, Ryan Garcia is, and Ryan Garcia is a big star. He's probably the second biggest star in the lightweight division. Similar to the way that Terrence Crawford is probably the second biggest star in the welterweight division. But Ryan Garcia is significantly behind Gervonta Tank Davis in all of the numbers that you would take into consideration to see, who gets what, right? So when Ryan Garcia asked for 50-50, it's just pretty much known off the cuff, man, that's not going to happen. Splitting that right down the middle with Gervonta is not going to happen, because that's actually taking advantage of Gervonta, because Gervonta Davis deserves more than you do based on what he's done in the past. I would have said the same thing with Anthony Joshua fought was going to fight Deontay Wilder, right? Only when you got to like a 14% split, for like 70, what is that? 76-14 or whatever that is. No, that's not the right math. You got to forgive me on that. 86-14 split, between the two of them, where it's like, okay, man, that's absolutely ridiculous, right? Or $14.5 million flat fee. Clearly, the guy's trying to, price himself out. In this particular instance, I think that Terrence Crawford probably is just being very, very stubborn and insisting on this, and it's probably not going to fly, especially when you take it in consideration with what Bob Arum has said, as far as, like thinking that the actual pool of money for the fight is not as big as what you wanted, as some people would want it to be. But anyway, that's my take on the circumstance. I hope Bernie the Boxer is just talking out the side of his neck. Well, I don't want to, that sounds insulting. I hope that he's just speculating and it doesn't really have anything to do with what's going on in the fight, but we'll see. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuce.
Okay, folks, there you go. You heard the whole video. Like I was saying before, it's like he says, what you have in the bank. And again, he's not the only podcaster that's saying it. I'm saying it. A lot of other podcasters are saying the same thing. Crawford's numbers are not that good, and that is his bank. So what's happening now is money. Nothing wrong with asking for more money, but again, business people are going to look at what your worth is. I've said it before. If you have a business and you go to the bank to go get a loan, they're going to say, let me see your financials. That is your numbers on how well your business is doing and how much money you're bringing in. Then they can base on that and make a determination on how much money that they're going to give you. It is the same thing in boxing. So whatever Terrence Crawford's pay-per-view numbers are, that's what they're determining his value is off of that. Some people say that's stupid. It's not stupid, because they have to take into account they got all kinds of other things that they have to pay money out to. So they have to make sure that they have enough money to disperse it to everybody that's involved. I mean, they got to pay the television networks. I mean, I could go on and give you 1,000 reasons why they only going to give him a certain amount of money, and that's it. So, and if Crawford don't accept it, then this fight is not going to happen. I said this earlier. I don't think this fight is going to happen. It was based upon money. I've said that before in the past, and then things started changing a little bit when I continued to hear the information. Okay, they're in negotiations, things are going well. So then I said, okay, looks like this fight's going to get made. Now we right back to where we thought we were, which is there's still no fight, no contract, no fight. So is this fight going to happen? That's the question now, because in the negotiations and things like this, I don't know too many fights that's taking this long to make a fight. I mean, at this particular point, we might see the fight between Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. We might see that, because right now, like I said before, because Keith Thurman is the next man that's in line, and if Terrence Crawford don't agree to something, then they're gonna move on from Terrence Crawford. Now, the other part about that is okay, since Crawford he's a free agent and he's asking for a lot of money, a lot of guaranteed money, who else will look at him? We know him and Bob is out. Would ESPN look at him? Would DAZN look at him? Mayweather Productions and the PBC, those two guys are working together. So what actually is happening here with Terrence Crawford? Okay. You know, I mean, you know, so I'm kind of like, okay, he's gonna have to take something if he wants to have the biggest fight in boxing today. He's gonna have to settle for some type of numbers. If he doesn't settle for the numbers, oh well, people gonna come up with all kinds of crazy ideas and saying he's pricing himself out of the fight and this and that. I understand that. I understand that he wants more money. But again, like I said, business people are only gonna look at how much money you have in the bank, and his bank is his pay-per-view sales. So, folks, if you guys want to help Terrence Crawford, what you guys should do is, hey man, somebody should write these guys and tell them, hey man, I'll buy the fight. I'll buy the fight. Okay, because another thing that Bob Arum brought up, he said what's hurting this fight is the piracy. People are not paying that big money to watch these fights, to watch 3 boxing matches or maybe 4 boxing matches, $80 to $100, and they're not doing it. They're just not doing it, no matter how good the fighter is. Okay, me personally, I'm gonna pay. Okay, I don't have any issues with it. Like just like Fanon said, you know, I'm not getting paid to do it because I want to see the fight and I want to be able to watch every minute, every second of the fight, as long as the fight lasts. Remember something, folks. I said it. And you're not going to hear this from any other podcaster. In a fight of this magnitude, you only have 3 minutes to be great. What does that mean? That means no other rounds is promised to you. No other rounds are promised to you. If you go to the next round and nothing controversial happens or cuts or anything that's going to get one of the fighters out of the fight, you only have 3 minutes to be great. Which one of these guys is going to be great in 3 minutes? Or possibly 6 minutes? Or the whole fight? Which one of them is going to be great? Because listen, when you're inside that squared circle, mistakes cannot exist. You have to pay attention to your craft. Okay? If you're not paying attention to your craft, you're going to fall by the wayside inside of that ring. And it doesn't matter how good you are, because somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. So you only have 3 minutes to be great. And you need to take advantage of every single moment, every millisecond at that ring. And this is the way great fighters should be thinking. Not that I'm going to go through the whole fight. Nothing wrong with going through the whole fight. Just showcase your skills. But every fighter should say, I only have 3 minutes to be great. Period. That's it. Again, folks, no other podcast is telling you that. But here at Boxing Profiles, I'm telling you that. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because I'm a former fighter. I know what it takes to be inside that ring and how you have to mentally and physically prepare for this type of fight. You better not go in there with, I can make adjustments. Adjustments will cause you to lose the fight. You better go in there with a specific purpose and a specific plan of attack. And if that doesn't work, you better have a plan B and C. If those are not going to work, you more than likely going to lose the fight because you're going to be outclassed and outmatched, period. But making adjustments on the fly will cause you to lose that fight. There is only one guy that I've seen so far that's able to do that, and he is a special talent. And I don't even have to tell you guys who that is. If I got to tell you, then you really don't know your boxing. But I'm going to tell you for all the boxing fans that don't know who that is, and that is Floyd Money Mayweather. Okay? But Floyd was able to make those adjustments is because Floyd eat, sleep, went to the bathroom. He did everything boxing. When you were sleeping, I'm talking to you right there, you. Yeah, when you were sleeping, Floyd was out running 6, 7, 8 miles. Okay? This is the type of mentality you have to have when you are fighting a great fight, the biggest fight in boxing. And you only have 3 minutes, 3, to be great. So how great are you? All right, folks, that's all I got for you guys. I'm Tony Prince. I'm signing off. Hey, you guys have a great one. And hey, if you guys like this sort of content, like, subscribe, write something in the comment section. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Also, folks, be paying attention for this right here. Here we are, Boxing Profiles on Roku TV. Here we are. Folks, go there, sign up. It's free. All right, folks, go there, sign up. It's free, folks. Go there, sign up. We will be hosting lots of great things there. Go there, sign up, folks, okay? Go there, sign up. We'll be uploading more content, okay, to the channel real soon. All right, folks, just want to let you guys know, hey, Danny Garcia fights Benavidez this week. He fights Jose Benavidez. You know, now personally, when I look at this particular fight, okay, I see Garcia winning by a knockout. That's what I see. That's what I see. So, you know, yes, I will be watching this fight this weekend. I may cover this particular fight because this is a fight that I want to see. I got to go with the Boricua, which is the Danny Garcia. You know, my man, Danny, put hands on him, baby. You know, so, you know, not that I got anything against Benavidez. I just think Danny Garcia is the better fighter, the more experienced fighter. And those punches that Danny Garcia, especially that no-look hook, ooh. Ooh. If Danny catch him with that, night. I'm telling you. But Benavidez is a warrior. So, then again, Benavidez have been working on a lot of things in the gym. He ain't no slouch. He ain't no bum. Okay? He is not a bum. So, you know, some people say, hey, man, the man ain't got no knee. The man, he got a shotgun blast to the knee. Hey, look, man, let me tell you guys something. The man got the heart to step inside that ring. Okay? He deserves the credit and everything else that go with it. You guys think about that for a moment. The man took a shotgun blast to the knee, and the man is still fighting. That just tells you the type of person he is and the type of heart he's got. Okay? And some of you guys sitting out there and you guys want to pass judgment on guys like me who are former fighters and say we don't know nothing about boxing. Dude, I'm 60 years old. I'm 20 years Floyd Mayweather senior. Okay? And I'm saying that because, you know, there's older than me that are former boxers and this and that. And they have fighters that you never even heard of before. And then some of you guys think that you guys know more about boxing than some of us. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with you thinking that. But, you know, some of the things that you say is just downright stupid. Okay? Everybody say stuff that's stupid, but some of you guys, I'll be reading your comments, this and that. Some of you things are just downright stupid. It's like this person didn't really even think this through. They're just talking just to be talking. And then some of you guys are just fans of certain boxers, and that's it. And then you say anything about them, next thing you know, you don't know boxing, and you this and you that. Like, wow, man, you can't have a conversation because everybody's narrative is now, look, if you say something about this person, you are automatically wrong. We don't care about nothing else. That is crazy. That's the craziest thing I've seen. We definitely live in a crazy world, folks. Okay, so, folks, there's some good boxing this weekend. Tune in, pay for the fight. Come on, folks, pay for the fight. Okay? Come on. African-American community, let's support our African-American fighters. Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. The biggest fight in boxing. The biggest fight in boxing. We need to support them. Yes, I'm talking to you. Okay? We need to support them. We need to show big time support and let's show them love. They're giving us something. They're giving us the biggest fight in boxing. And it could go down as one of the #1 fights in boxing history with this fight. So let's make a sacrifice, folks. Let's make a sacrifice. Pay for the fight. If you guys can't pay for the fight, then let's go start having a fight party to where you have a whole big group of people chip in for the fight. And everybody sits down and enjoy the fight. Fight party, yo. Fight party. If you cannot afford to fight, get together with a fight party. They used to do that back in the day. You can get your hair done. You can put your best outfit on. You got to take a step back the way things were done in the old days. Okay? If you don't believe me, ask Coach Malcolm. He'll tell you the same thing. Okay? You got to have a fight party. If you can't afford to fight or you don't want to pay for the fight, get that fight party. Bring some food. Okay? Everybody have a good time. All right? And then you could go back and forth on who's going to win, who's going to lose, and all this other stuff. And that'll just be a great time for everybody to have. All right, folks. Again, pre-recorded show. I'm Tony Prince. I'm your host. You guys have a great day. All right? I'll be going to the gym just to let you guys know my fighter, Ogana Chukwuemeka, won third round knockout. Third round knockout. Now, he is an amateur fighter, okay? He'll be in the mini-series 21st Century Fighter, A New Breed. You guys get that opportunity to take a look at him, okay? To take a look at Ogana, the new breed of fighter, okay? The new breed of fighter, 21st Century Fighter, A New Breed. Be looking out for the mini-series. It's coming real soon, folks. Real soon. All right, guys, that's all I got. I'll be back at you guys later, all right? More than likely tomorrow. You guys have a great one, and I'm out. Keep punching. Don't get punch drunk.